Welcome to episode number 5 of this Dallas Stars NHL 23 franchise series. And today, I'm playing my Dallas Stars franchise series, episode number 5 of this series. And based on the title, it's the last game of the regular season. We are going to make the playoffs, but this last game still means something. As we play the St. Louis Blues in Dallas here on April 13th, 2023, in this game, obviously. Jason Robertson leads our team with 85 points in 80 games. He's played all but one game because we play an 82-game season, one game left. Robertson's been in every game except for one. We already clinched that Central Division. 102 points. We're 47, 26, and 8 with the 102 points. 3 points up on the Avalanche, who have 99. You might be thinking, well, you already clinched the division. Obviously, clinched the playoffs by end of the division. You might be thinking, why does it mean anything? This game against the Blues, who are right now in 7th place, all the way down here, as you can see, they're not made in the playoffs. Yeah, they ain't made in the playoffs. But what means a lot here is that let's go down to the Pacific Division. Flames have 103 points. We have 102, and the Flames have no games left. We have 1. If we beat the Blues here in this last game of the regular season, we clinch the 1 seed. In the Western Conference, because obviously if we win, we'll have 104 points, Flames have 103, we'll have the most points in the Western Conference, and obviously we'll get that 1 seed in the Western Conference and playing the 8 seed, whoever that is going to be. Which right now, it looks like if we do end up finishing number 1, I think we would face, it would be Nashville, But you can see Calgary 103 points, Edmonton 100, Vancouver 99. Yeah, Vancouver back to the playoffs and 99 points. And then San Jose 95. All those teams right there, they're within 8 points of each other. Vegas is not made in the playoffs. Central Division, we already clinched the division, like I said, and we have Colorado at 99 points, Winnipeg at 91, Nashville at 89. So if we do end up getting that 1 seed in the Western Conference, I think we would play the Predators in the first round, but we probably would play the Predators, maybe. We should, but you never know. The game might have us playing someone else. The game might have us playing someone else for some reason. And then let's go to the Metropolitan Division. Hurricanes clinched that division, and then the Rangers and Penguins got 2nd and 3rd place. And then because there's only 3 teams made it from the Metro, that means 5 teams made it from the Atlantic. The Maple Leafs won that division. Then the Sabres broke their playoff drought. Finally made the playoffs after 10 years of not making it. Then you have the Panthers, the Bruins, and the Canadiens. So all 16 playoff spots have been clinched. The only thing up for grabs now is seeding. So yeah, and also why not? Let's look at where's the Central Division right here. Let's go on to the AHL. See if our Texas Stars made the playoffs, and the Texas Stars did just that. Yeah, that just shows how good of depth we have. 97 points, and they only play 72 games down in the AHL, only 72 games, so 10 less than the NHL. They have 97 points, 47, 20, and 3 with those 97 points, and they already clinched the Central Division down in the AHL, and looks like they're the best team in the league. Yeah, they are the best team in the league. Best team in the West and best team in the entire league. Second best team is the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. They're the best team in the East, second best team in the whole AHL, and then obviously Texas, best team in the West, and the best team in the whole AHL. But yeah, they're doing well. Obviously they have clinched the division, clinched the best record in the conference, and the whole league. The Stars, that's the Texas Stars. The Dallas Stars can do the exact same thing, except for the best or most points in the entire league. We already clinched the division. We can clinch the best record in the Western Conference. We cannot clinch the best record in the whole NHL. Because the best team right now, points-wise, obviously, is the Toronto Maple Leafs. So that best record, so the President's Trophy, which goes to the team with the most points at the end of the regular season, would go to the Maple Leafs or the Hurricanes. So yeah, we won't get the best record and the most points in the NHL overall, but we can get the most points in the Western Conference. And the Blues, we should beat the Blues, but also we played them yesterday in this game in St. Louis and lost 6-3, and we're doing a home and home. So we lost 6-3 in St. Louis. Next day, which is today in this game. We're playing the Blues again, but this time we're playing them on home ice, and we need to win this game because I want that #1 seed in the West. So yeah, we're 27, 26, or excuse me, we're 47, 26, and 8, and they're 30, 40, and 11. We're 6-2-2 in our last 10 games, and the Blues are 3-7-0 in their last 10 games. Let's get into the regular season finale right now. But even if we do lose this game, truthfully we don't, we're still making the playoffs. So, why not? Let's throw up the uniforms, not reverse. No, not those. I'm looking for not those. I'm looking for definitely not those. I've never seen those before. Not those. I'm looking for those. Why not? 1968, 69 home uniforms. This is when the Dallas Stars were this is when the Dallas Stars were the Minnesota North Stars, and then obviously they moved to Dallas in '92. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, let's wear the home North Stars jerseys, and then away uniforms for St. Louis. Style traditional in 5 minutes, still semi-pro, honest, turn adaptive. Let's get into the regular season finale right now. Here we go, regular season finale. Blues at Stars. Blues, obviously, this is the last game before the off season. Obviously, for the Stars, this is the last game of the regular season. But obviously, we have the playoffs, and hopefully, we can make a run. Hopefully, both Stars can make a run. We have a better offense, defense, and goalie than St. Louis. Let's watch in position. James Cybulski. That's the end of the national anthem here in Dallas. Let's get it going. Here we go. Hit the face-off. I love those Minnesota North Stars jerseys. We lose the open and face-off. And a shot turned aside by, that might not be Ottinger. That might be Wedgwood, because I'm pretty sure the goaltender was 41. Ottinger's 29. But that's fine if Wedgwood's in. And good forecheck. And a shot turned aside by, I don't think that's Binnington. Saden, what a play to get around the check. And that was a horrendous pass. That is Wedgwood, because I can see the nameplate and Wedgwood number 41. Ottinger's 29, so Wedgwood's a good goaltender. And either way, it gives Ottinger some rest before the playoffs. And now here's a shot stopped by Grice, and he's the goaltender. So it's Thomas Grice and Scott Wedgwood. Dumped in by St. Louis. And Haston behind the net sends it all the way up ahead. Sagan! There was less players back for St. Louis. Centering pass! Pavelski! And stopped by Grice. Here's Buchnevich, got body off the puck. Pavelski's off, backhanded down. Here's the Stars of the touch up here. Pareto. 5 minutes into the game here. Good poke. Here's Ben. Over to Pavelski, but he got it knocked off his stick. Here's Shen, and it's dumped, and it hit a Stars player going off for a change. And now a shot turned aside by Wedgwood. And he passes it out to Jamie Benn. And that's Wedgwood's first save of the game. And that was a horrendous pass by Ben. And now a shot blocked by Lindell. Here's Ben. Ben slams on the brace. Cuts it back. Suter keeps it in the zone. Suter right up the middle. But the save by Grice. And now Thomas. Pavelski nailed him. And now Pavelski got hauled down. No penalty. After all that, Gurianov has the puck and shoots it right into the Blues player. And then lost it again. Third time the charm. And now, what a hit. Good hit. Here's Nicoletti. There's no score as we're halfway through the first period. Here we go, here's Marchment. Dumped down. Hit in there first is Lendenon. Back door! Oh. That was so close. Here we go, here's Lindell. Lindell! Not nailed. My goodness, that was a mammoth hit. Here we go, here's Glendening. Glendening. Over, and trying to find Fonsa, that didn't really work. Here we go. There's this guy. Here's Achari. Achari slams on the brakes. Center and pass to the slot. Save Wedgwood. Rebound. Wedgwood's got it. 6:52 they down in the first. I wish it was Ottinger, but the only thing, like I said, this didn't matter. Just the only reason this game matters is because the 1 seed in the Western Conference is up for grabs here. And we win the face-off. Up ahead, Delandria. Up ahead, Peterson missed or lost the puck. J.W. Peterson's on the Stars and he's on the Stars in this game, but not in real life anymore. He got traded to San Jose around the trade deadline. Here we go. Did in there first is 25, and man, Tibaranta, he might have had a goal if he got to that rebound, which he did, but then his stick was lifted. Here we go. Up ahead, Buchnevich, and behind. And now here's Will Butcher. Will Butcher not knocked down. Sadin will pick it up. Stars touch up. Onside at the line. He tight ropes the line. Save, rebound, and a save by Dreiss. Through traffic, did not through, but Dreiss made the first save and then held on to the second shot. Here we go, we win the draw. Miller with a drive, but a save. O'Reilly done. Hit. 250 to go, dumped in by St. Louis. Up ahead, Rupe. And no, I don't know what that was. Here we go, and here we go, here's Saad. Saad got punched out from behind. And now up ahead, Hintz. Here we go, finds Robertson, but it was blocked in front. And now Robertson will dump it down here. Get in there first to Sadin! Saved by Dreiss, and he passes it out. 20 seconds to go here. Blues trying to play keep away here. And Marchman sends it down the ice, and did in there first is Glendening! And the puck goes in the net, but after the buzzer. So the puck did go in after the buzzer. Or the puck did go in the net, but it was after the buzzer. So no goal, no score after the opening 20. We outshot them 11-4. Face-offs, there was only 3 face-offs. It's 2-1 Dallas on the face-offs. But that puck got all the way down there. I mean, look at this. Got all the way down there. A tight angle shot by Glendening was stopped by Dreiss. And then you can see Marchman then shot it in the net, but way after. You can see the green light right above the boards behind the net and behind the glass. You can see right there that green light. It turned on basically right when Marchman got the puck, and he shot it and scored, but obviously the puck has to go in the net. The puck has to go in the net before the buzzer, and in this case it went in the net after the buzzer. No goal. Let's get into the second period right now. Scoreless here in Dallas. Here's the second period. 20 down, 40 to go. No score. We lose a face-off. So face-offs are now 2 apiece. Did poke at the line, but then I did forecheck by St. Louis. Good job to stay on side. Tarasenko. Oh, what a play. Here's Robertson. 85 points in 80 games. Got absolutely pummeled. And now Sadin, as Robertson's back on his feet after that little hip check, and did forecheck, and what a hit! A mammoth hit! And now, Hintz! That didn't really work as there was a bodies in the lane. Back to Colin Miller. Hintz trying to tip it, that didn't really work, and then a backhand by Hintz. Stopped by Dreiss. 17-27 to go. Tickets are now on sale. Upper bowl, lower bowl, club seats and executive suites. That's the 4 types of seats you can pick from here at American Airlines Center in Dallas. As these fans are ready for the playoffs, but there's still obviously 2 periods to go here in the regular season. And now Pavelski. Oh my, ref. He was kind of being held. Here's Buchnevich. Buchnevich just got nailed. Up ahead, Ben. Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn fell awkwardly into the boards. Now here's Nicoletti. Durianov just hit him. And now an errant pass goes into the corner. Here's Dennis Durianov. The time that neutral zone trap St. Louis does. And now Lenny got nailed by Pavelski. And the whistle is blown as both guys are gonna get a penalty here. As Braden Shen and Joe Pavelski will sit. Both of them will sit for. They have both 2 minutes for roughing, so both of them will sit for 2 minutes for roughing, like I said. So it's now 4-on-4. 4-on-4, 14:37 to go in the second. So one less skater for both sides. You go from 10 to 8. Here's Bertuzzo. That was a mammoth hit by Pavelski. And what a hit by the defenseman, or whoever the heck that was. That was not the defenseman. I believe that was Delandria. That was a really bad pass. Here's Durianov. He can fly, especially 4-on-4. There he goes! And a save by Grice. As Durianov, especially with one less skater for both teams. There's the bobblehead giveaway. That's a Miro Hastinen bobblehead. That was really cool. That was a big head by Hastinen on that bobblehead. But what makes it even cooler is the North Stars jersey. Here's a shot by Suter, saved by Grice. Durianov did hold by Lindell. Finds Durianov, but then he was on a melee of people. But that bobblehead, the head of it was pretty big, but it was pretty cool. Well, it's a bobblehead, which is cool in general, but it's even more cool with the North Stars jersey. And I don't know what that was. I don't know what that pass was. Here we go, up ahead. Ryan Suter! It's putt jet from behind. 50 seconds to go on the 4-on-4 here. Shen is in the box for St. Louis. Pavelski is in the box for Dallas. And now Crude. Dude, that's a board. Here's Lendenin. I didn't mean to do that. That might work, though. Lindell! Shot, but a save by Grice on the shot by, I don't know who that was. 29 seconds to go in the 4-on-4, 13:06 to go in the period. Now we win the draw. Yanni Hakanpää blocked by Torrey Crude. 20 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Here's Pareto. And he got absolutely nailed to pieces by Rand Fatsa. But then Fatsa lost the putt to Crude. Crude lost it. I don't know what that was. Following up was Will Butcher. Butcher! And I believe it was stopped by Grice. It might have been blocked in front. Butcher again. Finds Yanni Hakanpää. Save rebound! What a save by Grice. He got a piece of it. As it's not the 5-on-5 here. Shen and Pavelski are out of the box. 11:20 to go in the period, but that's how it was wide open. He got a piece of it with the glove. And I'm trying to dump it in, but Crude cut it off. Here's Tarasenko. Down low, but Fatsa just stole it. Up ahead, Lendenin. Lendenin's been out there for a while. And I mean, it should change, but his first line's supposed to be out here. There he goes for a change. I don't know if he should have went for a change there. Here's Will Butcher. Up ahead, Robertson. And now that didn't really work. Hintz! Save! Turned over Satan. Miller! And that just trickled wide. And Robertson. Miller, and I hit it backwards. Wedgwood's going to come out to play it in the circles. And Satan got putt jet from behind. And now Achari conducted the shot off. And Robertson got hit, but took the hit to make the play here. But it did neutral zone trap by St. Louis. And then a good hit by Miller. Delandria is going to dump it down. 6:30 to go. Still scoreless here in Dallas in the regular season finale. Up ahead, Miller! But a save, and then it goes right to Achari. Here's Achari. And now a center pass. not through, but the shot was blocked. 5 minutes to go. Here's Miller. And a shot stopped by Dreiss. Kivaranta follows up. Another save. Another shot was blocked. Peterson turnaround backhander was stopped. Lindell, as it was stopped, and then the rebound was stopped as well by Dreiss. 4:02 to go in the second. It's still 0-0. As also that injured St. Louis player won't return. The shots in the Spirit at 13-0. And here's a shot. Shots on goal are 13-0. Here's Lindell. Suter through a lot of traffic. Then it got blocked by Crude. But through 17 minutes, the Blues haven't had a shot on goal. They've had the putt maybe a total of 20 seconds in our zone. We've had the putt 98% of the time. But we cannot score as Grice has stood on his head here. Centering pass! My goodness. Now up ahead, here's Tyler Pitlick, or former Star. And one-timer saved by Wedgwood, his first save of the second period. And Ben, I don't know what that was. That might work, as Ben might be able to get there. No. 55 seconds to go. Up ahead, O'Reilly, who I believe is the St. Louis captain. And Suter stole the puck away. Up ahead, Fonsa hit a stick, or a state. Here's Crude. And now, there might be some numbers here. 5 seconds. Here's Fonsa. Back door. Oh, I was trying to get it back door, but instead it goes on net. And it's stopped by Dreiss. No score after 40 here in Dallas. I was trying to center it, but instead it went on net. And it was easily stopped by Grice. Shots in the game are 25-5. The shots in the period, I'm pretty sure, were like 14-1. There was 11 4-stars in the first, 14 1-stars in the second, but we cannot get one past Thomas Grice. As Wedgwood and Grice, both are flawless, but someone's gonna budge. Faceoffs 5-4 in favor of Dallas. Both teams have 2 penalty minutes. Shannon had 2 for Ruffin. Pavelski had 2 for Ruffin. Hits 14-7 Dallas. Shots latest at 25-5. Time of attack, we have like 4.5 minutes more. Passing, they're better. But I mean, Grace is the reason why we're not up like 2 or 3-0. Let's get into the third period right now. 0-0 here in Dallas. Last regulation period here in the regular season. So I'm pretty sure there's 2 injured Blues. The one in the conversation when Pavelski had the rough-in with here's a shot blocked. Yeah, so and now that's covered by Wedgwood. Throws it out to Haston. Up ahead, Robertson. Robertson bust right in, and now a center and pass hit States. But yeah, the Blues player that got injured by Pavelski, and then obviously right after that, Pavelski and Shen got 2 for rough-in. That player's injured and not coming back, and then I'm pretty sure Krug isn't coming back because Hockenbach hit him late in the second period, and he's not coming back either. So they're down 2 players, the Blues are, so they don't have from 18 staters to 16. Here's a shot, Tarasenko! Got all the way in, but Wedgwood said no. 17-13 to go in the third. Still 0-0. The real life regular season finale, which was this game, obviously. The Stars won the game in real life, won this game in real life, 1-0, and that may or may not happen again here today, or in this game. Here's Miller, a shot that just missed, and that was shot turned aside by Dreiss. It hit not on net. It just that split the defenseman. That got on net. It just not on net. It just was stopped by the or Dreiss got it with the glove. And here's Miller trying to dump it in here. Here's Pareto. Did hit by Duryanov. Now he's in the trap zone. Wrap around, but a save by Dreiss. And Pavelski, Ben, Hastenin finds Pavelski. That didn't really work. Duryanov! A little knuckleball, but stopped by Dreiss. 13:47 to go. We've had our shots and had our chances, but no cigars. Pavelski 74 points here this season. He's taking the face-off. The goalie's still flawless through almost 2.5 periods. Here's Miller, score! Joe Pavelski does what he does best, tips it in, and we strike first here in the regular season finale. Joe Pavelski doing what he does best, and as he has that big tipper S factor, and he uses it to perfection as he does what he or as Joe Pavelski does, or what he does best, and what he does best is tipping it, and he tipped that shot by Miller, I'm pretty sure, and it's 1-0 Dallas. And yeah, he did tip the shot. So Pavelski, like I said, tipped in the goal. The shot was taken by Miller, so the goal was scored by Pavelski. Tipped it in, he tipped it up and then over the shoulder of Grice. So Pavelski gets the goal. Miller gets the only assist. They just dropped the puck. And now here's Robert Thomas. Toe drag, shot blocked by Miller. Now Pavelski turned it over. Shot by Thomas, saved by Wedgwood. His 7th save in 2.5 carries. Here's Pavelski, who just scored moments ago. Stars have momentum. The half jump, but Ben's shot was blocked and it popped up in the air and almost went in and went behind the net. Here's Pavelski. Or, well, here's Kyrou. Here's Pavelski. Dumped down. Pavelski almost got there after dumping it. And we did 11 minutes ago. Here's Kyrou. Sagan kind of bumped him. Did a hit by Robertson. Here we go. Robertson tipping it with Sagan. But Grace got a piece of it and then jumps on top of it. 10 minutes to go in the third, so exactly half a period to go. We're up 1-0. But like I said, the regular season finale in real life, the Stars won 1-0. And in this game, with 10 minutes to go, we're up 1-0. So we could have the exact same score, final score of the regular season finale here in this series, as same score in the regular season finale in this series and in real life. And now it's picked off by Buchnevich. 9 minutes to go here. Blues looking for something. Shot fired wide by Buchnevich. And now Miller kept the puck. And here's Hintz. Hintz shoots. Save Robertson. Backdoor! Hintz scores! Rupe Hintz! And it's 2-0 Dallas. A huge insurance goal. Through the 5-hole of Thomas Grice. 25th goal of the season for Hintz. As you can see, he shot it somewhat through the 5-hole of Grice. Robertson hits the assist. Goals, Rupe Hintz 25. He's third on the team behind Sagan and Robertson. Robertson's first, Sagan second. Hintz is third. 8:01 to go. We're up 2-0. It was actually unassisted. So the Blues must have then turned it over. They must have turned it over and then Hintz took it and scored. That's why it was unassisted. And here's Sagan. What a move! And now here's St. Louis under 7 to go. They've had maybe less than 10 shots all game. They need 2 goals in 6.5 minutes. And now Suter lost the puck. Hintz has got it though. Long lead pass. Robertson was offside, and so he has to touch up. Dumped in again by St. Louis. The defense here's Radek Fatsa. Lost the puck. Robertson stole it though. And a shot blocked by Pareto. 5 minutes to go. And it did hit. And that was a bad pass. Here we go. And here we go. Centering pass was there, but it did not work as Fatsa lost the puck. Marchment stole it, and I don't know what that was, but eventually Fatsa's got it. And a backdoor feed! Glendening was too low and hit it off the side of the net. And now Honkinpaw saved by Grice. Here's Achari. Achari will shoot it, but a glove saved by Wedgwood. 2:20 to go here. Blues need a miracle because they've had like no offense all game. And it's sent down the ice. I don't know what that was. And then turned over by Miller. They might be pulling their goalie momentarily. They haven't pulled him yet. Honkinpaw clears the zone. Kuryanov save. 1 minute to go. Blues do need a miracle. They've had around 10 shots, if that. 53 seconds. Here's Buchnevich. Up ahead, there goes Grice for the extra attacker. They need 2 goals in less than a minute. Terrace St. left wide open. But a save by Wedgwood, and it's cleared. As I left Terrace St. wide open, Blues are twiddling their thumbs in the neutral zone. Here's Cairo. And now Pavelski for the empty net, or really just trying to get out of the zone. 30 seconds. Players are changing over there where the puck was. Here's O'Reilly. Shot blocked. And now Hockenpotch over the empty net. It got blocked. Now Ben for the empty net. It was on the ice, so it was picked off easily by St. Louis. There was a guy standing there. 15 seconds. Here's Neighbors, who got hit to maybe his neighbor's house. That got hit out of midair by Kyrou. Save Wedgwood. With 7.9 to go. There we go. Stars 7.9 away from getting the 1 seed in the West. Sits on 5 for St. Louis. Needed 2 goals in 7 seconds. That's went out of the zone with 5.5 to go. One last face-off. And the goalie's still pulled, but I mean it's almost impossible to score 2 goals in 5 seconds. 5.4. And we lose the face-off 5 seconds. Or actually, we win the face-off or something. I don't know. Hintz ended up with the puck. That's all she wrote as the Stars win at 2-0. As I'm not sure if we won that face-off at the end or not. I don't even know because I thought we lost it, but then Hintz ended up with the puck. It was a moot point. Stars win at 2-0, and we get the 1 seed in the West. As Wedgwood gets the shutout, there's the salute, the last regular season salute for the Stars to their fans. As obviously the playoffs are coming. As games 1 and 2 will be here in Dallas because obviously we'll have home ice advantage because we're the 1 seed in the West, so we'll have home ice advantage for the first 3 rounds of the playoffs if we get that far. Stars win at 2-0 against the Blues here in the regular season finale. We finished with 104 points, and the Stars are going to the playoffs as the best team. As the Stars are going to the playoffs as the best team in the West. Shots officially were 36-10 in favor of Dallas. Hits were 20-8 in favor of Dallas. Faceoffs ended up being 9-8 St. Louis. Second star was Joe Pavelski, who had, ended up being the game-winner goal. And then the first star, it's probably Wedgwood. How was the first star the goaltender who had gave up 2 goals? So you're telling me Grice is the first star when he's the losing goaltender? It should be Wedgwood. Or someone on the Stars. When the Blues have 0 that shut out, usually the team that gets shut out, you have no stars. I mean, like, because you didn't even get a goal. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Blues in this game, 4 shots in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third. We had 11 in the first, 14 in the second, 11 in the third. Outshooting them, like I said, 36-10. I mean, 2 goals in this game, both scored by Dallas, both scored in the third period. And I want to see what happened here at the end. Oh, no, we did lose the face-off and went back to this guy right here, and then it was Robertson putt-jacked him, and then Hintz took the puck, and then after I was going for the empty net, it got blocked, and then obviously, then time expired, and the Stars win it. So we did lose that face-off at the end, and then Robertson putt-jacked the Blues player, and then Hintz took it, shot towards the empty net, but it was blocked, and then time ran out. Hintz was the 3rd star, Pavelski was the 2nd star, and Thomas Grice, the St. Louis goaltender, was the 1st star. I don't get that. Obviously, Hintz and Pavelski were the 2 goal scorers for Dallas. It should have been Wedgwood, Pavelski, Hintz, not Grice, Pavelski, Hintz. I mean, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I mean, it should be Wedgwood instead of Grice as the 1st star. But it is what it is. We're going to actually sim to the playoffs now. Because I can do, unlike MLB The Show, where if you sim and then don't play a game, it doesn't save. That's in MLB The Show. In NHL, I can sim like 5 days, and you can save it, and it'll save. Like if I sim from, in this case, April 13th to April 20th, and save it without playing a game between April 13th and 20th, it would save me on April 20th, not April 13th. But yeah, regular season has ended. As it looks like the best team in the whole NHL was the Toronto Maple Leafs, 107 points. Second best team, the Hurricanes, well, technically the Hurricanes and Stars both finished with 104 points. Flames finished with 103. Canucks finished with 101. Avalanche finished with 101, so they won their last game of the season as well. And then, so yeah, the 4 division winners are the Maple Leafs, Hurricanes, Flames, and then the Stars. So the Stars should be playing. Not sure who it's going to be. We'll find out soon. Well, I don't know if find out right now. Also, oh yeah, the Texas Stars haven't finished their season yet. Not yet. They still have 2 games left. But yeah, it said that morale went up for the Stars for some player, or in the locker room chemistry went up because we finished first in the conference and then tied for second in the NHL. Great job. I expect you to accomplish I expect goals will be accomplished when I set them. Keep doing this and you'll be a shoo-in for an extension when the time comes. I would like to be within $1.5 million of the player salary budget I set of $69.606. $50,000 for that. I've added $50,000 to your available funds to use this year. Okay? And we're playing the Nashville Predators. We are playing the Preds in the first round. And unlike real life, where the playoffs started Monday, April 15th, or excuse me, in real life the playoffs started April 17th. In this game, they're starting April 15th. So we only get 1 day off between the end of the regular season and the start of the playoffs. That's fine. So yeah, it's the Western Conference matchups. It's Flames, Sharks, Canucks, Oilers, Stars, Predators, and then Avalanche, Jets. That's nice. So, see, I just said Flames, Sharks, Canucks, Oilers, Stars, Predators, Avalanche, Jets, and then over in the East, Maple Leafs, Canadiens, Sabres, Panthers, Hurricanes. No. And then over in the East, it's Maple Leafs, Canadiens, Sabres, Panthers, Hurricanes, Bruins, and then Rangers, Penguins. So that's the 8 first-round matchups, 4 in the West, 4 in the East. Obviously, all 4 rounds here in the Stanley Cup playoffs are best of 5. Or excuse me, best of 7. What am I talking about? All 4 rounds here in the Stanley Cup playoffs are best of 7. So it's a 2-2-1-1-1 format. So first games 1, 2, 5, and 7 are in Dallas, and then games 3, 4, and 6 are in Nashville. We went 48, 26, and 8. Yeah, we went 48, 26, and 8. Predators went 41, 32, and 9. And so yeah. Next episode of the series will be the first playoff game against the Predators. As I film game 1 of every series and then every elimination game for every series, or for either team in every series. I'll see you on the other side. But like I was saying, like I was saying, in the playoffs, I film game 1 of every series and then every elimination game for either team in every series. So next episode of the series will be round 1, game 1 against the Predators, and then next episode after that will be the first elimination game for either team in the Predators Stars series. So I will, like I said, film game 1 of every series, and then I will film game 1 of every series, and then I will film every elimination game for either team in every series. So next episode, round 1, game 1 against the Predators. Next episode after that will be the first elimination game for either team in the Predators Stars series, and then. So yeah, that's how I do it in the playoffs. In my Dallas Stars franchise last season, we lost in the second round. Or I played 2 seasons last year in franchise. Season 1 we didn't make the playoffs. Season 2 we did, lost in round 2 to Seattle, who obviously Seattle didn't make it here. But yeah, I want to win the Stanley Cup. I think the Stars have the team to do it in this game, and they also have the team to do it in real life as well. But yeah, as we're 12 wins away, no, 16 wins away. 4 times 4, as we're 16 as the Stars are 16 wins away from winning the Stanley Cup. 4 times 4. So like I said, the Stars are 16 wins from winning the Stanley Cup, but not take it 1 game at a time, 1 round at a time. Can't let your head any games here in the playoffs, because if you do that, is destined for failure. But yeah, next episode of the series, like I said, will be the first Stars playoff game against Nashville at home in Dallas, and that'll be the next episode of the series. And that video hopefully will be posted probably sometime early next week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, which you should have, because we won 2-0 and clinched the best record, or the most points, in the West. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the playoffs. Okay, that's down for closing the board. If it's up to the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 6 of this Dallas Stars NHL 23 franchise series. See you in episode number 6. And eat a lot of bacon. And go Stars. And I'll see you in the playoffs. See you then.